Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Hybridtion HD, and today we're bringing you another coach interview with the one and only Dark Savior, known as Savior. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
I am the coach of the Tampa Bay Trevenants, and yeah, I'm a pretty cool guy.
I'm very thankful that you actually made the time to be on this interview. So this is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I tried, I was off today, so I thought, why not?
Yeah. So a thing that I've noticed is your Tampa Bay Trevenants. Like, it's really nice, man. I never like I would not expect Tampa Bay and Trevenants to be like together because they're so completely opposite. The trees.
Yeah, it's just like Trevenant is one of my favorite Pokemon,
Oh,
and
okay.
like I don't know, I kind of got back into Pokemon around 6th gen, and I saw Trevenant. I was like, oh my, this Pokemon is the shit.
Yeah, a lot of Mons came from X and X and Y kind of impacted a lot of people coming back. So that's it's pretty interesting. But the questions aren't gonna be that hard actually. It's gonna be simple, 10 basic questions, and if it goes even more, that means it's good and we're getting more into the interview. So no worries.
Yeah, that's cool by me.
So the first question is actually tell me something a little about yourself. Coming into YouTube or like anything.
Well, I guess we'll talk about YouTube a little bit. I started it because I've been watching Nappy and Shady for a long time.
Okay.
And I was like, man, these guys started from nothing and look at where they are. And I was like, I'm not in it for the money or anything. I just
do it for fun.
I just can't stop making videos. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I feel you.
And it's like constantly, I just want to keep recording, but I have to stop because I'm gonna end up recording the whole series in one day.
Yeah, man, I feel you. So it's a lot about inspiration from them, and something that you do normally. So, like I said, for me, I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for the views. I just do it just because it's fun to do. Like, it's a spare hobby,
Yeah,
so
I agree.
That's interesting. Anything else you would like to say?
I love ghost types.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if you like drafted ghosted Mons in the draft. Just saying.
Yeah, Trevenant's probably going to be the first one. I want my mascot on the team.
Really? And Trevenant's power, man. Trevenant is power.
I've seen that harvest in that citrus berry, so
Yeah, I know, man. It's crazy. So anyway, moving on to the next question. When did you actually get into Pokemon, like in general, besides the games? Like, it could be anime, toys, anything that's related to Pokemon.
Well, like when I was like, I would say about 5, that's when I really started watching like the anime with Ash and whatnot. And then I wasn't really a big TV kid. I kind of grew up just playing some Pokemon, and I was a very strict parent. Like, my parents are very strict.
Oh yeah, I feel you, man.
So like I played Pokemon Yellow was my first game, and I played it when I was like 7. And I could never get past the Rock Tunnel because every time I would, the Game Boy would die. And the game would not save. And I was like, bruh, this is ridiculous. Every single time that happened to me.
That's hilarious, man. I actually started with Pokemon Yellow. So Yellow was interesting. I never actually got into Red and Blue until after Gold and Silver. And so when I played Yellow, I was like, what's the point of playing Red and Blue? So I played Yellow, then I went to Gold, I think. Yeah, I went to Gold. And then I was like, you know what? I want to play some Blue version. So I went back to Blue version. Well, that's interesting. So your first Pokemon game was Yellow.
Yeah, you see, that's how I feel about like all the like kind of like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. I feel like the 3rd game is always the best because it has all the extra stuff in it.
Yeah. They stopped that like
Yeah, I saw that.
I was so
kind
upset.
of upset.
All right, so moving on. You did mention that Trevenant is one of your favorite Pokemon. So is Trevenant your favorite Pokemon? Like, what is your favorite Pokemon and why?
I have like a top 5 because I can't pick. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
I cannot decide.
All right,
Trevenant's
I feel you, man.
there because he's Ghost and he's shit. I love Electivire. I don't know, something about that electric monkey look is just really cool.
Yeah.
Incineroar is pretty cool.
Okay.
He's a wrestler. Come on, you can't not love a wrestler.
I was kind of disappointed that he was Dark type. Like, if you would have given him Fighting type, that would have been something cool. But I mean, at the same time,
I was happy they didn't give him Dark. Or, I mean, they didn't give him fighting because
Okay.
everybody's been fighting and it's ridiculous.
That's true. That's true. Except for
We've had,
Charizard.
well,
Charizard
I
was
mean,
flying.
Charizard and Typhlosion, but after Blaziken, they just kept making like copies after copies
Yeah. I feel
until
you.
we got Delphox.
Oh yeah. You're right. You're right. Delphox wasn't a pretty bad mon either. Oh, I mean, it wasn't the best out of the
Greninja
three.
was better.
Hell yeah,
oh,
Greninja was better. He got
Greninja
moved
was
up
my
to
first.
Ubers. Oh, Greninja's your first.
Well, I mean, not like the first in the in that set of starters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like I said. I have like a top 5. I would say Torterra's in there too. I love Torterra.
I see a little grass in there. You know, like a favorite grass.
It's crazy because I've always been like the fire starter guy, but then like as I started to get older,
You
I
start
saw
moving
that
towards- yeah.
the other starters are still better than the fire ones. I was like, Swampert's better than Blaziken in my opinion. I love Swampert.
Yeah.
And then I hated Sceptile. I'm sorry.
Really? I actually
I
like
really-
Sceptile. I didn't like Blaze. Well, I liked Blaziken until X and Y.
hmm
And when he got
'cause
Mega
the Mega.
Blaziken, and it was, I guess it's because when they distributed Torchic with Speed Boost, it kind of
Mhm.
got overrated. And I'm like, okay, you know, now like I'm seeing too much Torchics. And now that he got moved up to Ubers, you know,
Mhm.
like I'm more liking Sceptile and Mudkip. But
The only reason I would like Sceptile is because of the Mega, because he gets that dragon typing. I
yeah,
love dual typings.
Yeah, I feel you. That quad weakness to ice though. So
Yeah, that's what kills him. Same with Torterra.
anyways, moving on to the next one. What is your most memorable Pokemon moment?
Hold on, one more time.
What is your most memorable Pokemon moment?
Oh shit.
It could be about anything. Catching your first shiny, you know.
I've never encountered a shiny yet.
Wow, that's interesting.
Oh shit, I actually lied. This is actually my most memorable moment. So I was playing ORAS
Mm-hmm.
and I was what's it called? EV training.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot what Pokemon I ran into. I think it was either a Bandit or a Shup. It was one of the two. And it was a shiny in the horde and I wasn't paying attention and I clicked Surf and I looked and as soon as it killed them all, I saw the shiny and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Damn. That
And I
shit
was like,
sucks,
"That's my
dude.
first shiny," and I just killed it. I looked at my girlfriend, and I was like, "This is the kind of shit I hate."
Damn, dude, that sucks. I've seen a lot of that happening to like streamers and YouTubers, and so
I was so upset, man. I wasn't even paying attention. I was so devastated.
no. What I hate the most is when I'm playing Nuzlocke and I get too overconfident about like, oh, I can live this, and like I don't live this thing, or I get too confident about like catching mons, and I'm like, it's not gonna kill, and then it dies, and I'm like, no, like, are you serious?
Seeing people play Nuzlocke, I was like, man, I could totally beat this. And after beating my blue and my red and my silver Nuzlocke with ease, like I lost like 2 Pokemon in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Going into the Glaze Nuzlocke, I was not expecting what I've ran into so far. Like I've played Glaze before, but it's
difficult.
I'm surprised. I mean, it's probably the Nuzlocke aspect of it that's making the game so much harder.
Yeah, I feel you. All right. Speaking about the draft, all right. You may not know a lot of people in this group because you're quite new to these people. What are your actually thoughts on season 1's format?
Like the rules and everything, or
Yeah,
just the people in
The
it?
rules.
I think the rules are fucking great, in my opinion.
Really? You like the fact that there's tier list drafts and
Yeah, I don't really like the whole. Like, I thought the idea at first was like, that's crazy because anybody can get whatever mon they want.
yeah,
But I was like, there's so many people in here. You're not gonna come out with
exactly.
all these specific mons. Like, you're gonna get maybe 3 mons out of like the group that you have set in mind.
Yeah, and not to mention, since there's 16 of them, and Ubers, Megas, and certain OU mons are banned. Like,
Mhm.
there's not a lot of OU potential mons you can get. you probably get one or two. You know, so
yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You won't really, your team isn't going to be as overpowered as
people
because
think.
I saw that they were talking about it, and I was like, it's not going to be that overpowered, guys. Come on.
You know, plus again, it's a start. You know, like they're not used to like tier list drafting, so it's kind of a new thing. But what's your opinions on the gauntlet? Did you hear about that?
I actually did read that. I think that is a really good way to get new people in, and I mean, I don't want to say kick the bad people out, but like it's kind of like you're thinning the herd. I guess that would be a good way of saying it. Like, and you're trying to put the best of the best against each other, you know?
Yeah. And so like, you know, and it's what I did like is that no one has done this like on like as Pokemon League, I'm looking through people, and no one has really done something like this. And I thought about it. I was like, maybe this should be something interesting. It's also really good because it also improves people, because the more people you invite, you know, the
different play styles.
Yeah, the different play styles you're adapted to. And so, and it gets people motivated not to be the bottom 4.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was like, I'm gonna do bad, but I have to at least not be in the bottom 4.
But anyways, I thought that was really interesting that I thought of completely, and people were actually enjoying it. Like I was interviewing some people in the past before you, and they were like, I just don't want to be I don't want to be bottom 4. I don't want to be bottom 4. I'm like, I know, no one wants to be bottom 4 because it's kind of embarrassing.
I mean, if you do get in the bottom 4, it will be a good redemption aspect if you actually do make it out, you know?
Yeah, it does.
But besides that, I don't know. It's not like, oh, you suck. I mean, because like you said, people are in it for fun.
Yeah.
And it's not 100% serious, you know?
Not really. Especially since it's just the beginning, the season, you know,
the
season. So, and there's a lot of suspect tests going on because they just announced that Doug Trio moved on to OU. So.
Oh, wow. See, I didn't even know that.
Arena Trap, that's why. Because it's like the next Gothitelle.
Oh, boy.
Anyways, moving on. What are you most excited about the league?
Honestly, just learning competitive play. Like, I want to get into Wi-Fi, but I don't have that drive. And this will kind of give me that push. Oh, I can come in here and I have to actually compete. I was talking to a friend at work about it. I was like, man, this is a really cool thing. You know, it's like fantasy football, but for Pokemon, something I really like. And I was like,
oh, you actually mentioned it at work?
This is my thing. Yeah, the guy that I talked to, he's really chill, and he listens. So I was like, here, let me talk to this guy. He's cool.
That's interesting. You know, something that I'm really most excited about is actually getting along with people. And say if I'm up against this person and I spectate their previous games, I'm gonna want to beat them. So my favorite part is actually working together with someone that's already played against him, or some, you know, just a team build around, you know, like someone to help you out. And that's one thing I love. I love interacting with other people. You know, that's what I'm really excited about. Especially since there's new people that come. Like, for example, I've never done a video with you. This is the first official video I've done things with you. So, you know, I can't wait to see more, you know, to come from it.
Hey, I'm here, man. If I'm not working, I'm here to record.
Yeah, I feel you, man. There's a lot of people like that, especially with people at school, colleges, man. Oh, man.
Oh, I could only imagine.
Anyways.
I was talking to this one dude on Twitter. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
He was telling me how he's like an engineer. He's trying to be an engineer and how he can't record videos. And I was like, damn, that is horrible. Yeah, I felt so bad for the guy, and I didn't know what to say.
Without spoiling what you're planning on doing on the draft, something that you kind of want to improve on, I guess, is there anything that any game plans for the draft for you, like personally, like you want to improve on, or something that you want to do that you've done in the past?
I want to learn typings better. I can tell you that, because there's some typings that I still don't know.
Are you for real?
I'm not, like I know like each typing, but there's like some that I get very confused on, like is bug, like for example, I was doing
like the most common ones, like bug is bug
which
is
one's going to be more effective than this?
Yeah. Well, thankfully with Sun and Moon it tells you.
Yes, you know, that is something I'm so happy they implemented in this game. I was like, oh my, they just created something great in me.
Yeah. For number 8, the next question, you, like I said before, you probably don't know most of these guys, but like a couple. Is there anyone, like opponents, that you're looking out for? by the way, like
Uh,
from how they like, by the way they talk, or just by how they look? Is there anything you should be like, oh, I'm worried to go against these people?
there was one guy. Let me look for him because I saw him in the chat and I was like, this dude looks like he's about to wash everybody inside of this inside of this league. I don't remember who it was, but they were just talking in the chat and they were talking about the different mons getting put into tiers and things like that. I'm really trying to think about it, but I can't think of his name. I want to say it was either the Explouds or the Marowaks.
No, it's probably Explouds what you're talking about. Either, cause the ones that were talking the most, especially getting into an argument, was the Explouds, the Magnets, and then the Bewares.
That's who it was. It was the Bewares. I'm
the
actually
Bewares?
reading one of the things now. It was him, and I think he's the one dude that I'm gonna have to look out for because I feel like he really knows what he's doing.
I can say he's a really good battler. I can say that. I've competed with him in the previous leagues, and that I've done. Another person I'd consider watching out for is a guy named Schlubs. He's Miami Mudkips. He's really good because he's a VGC player. If you don't know what VGC is, do you know what VGC is?
Yeah, I do. So
Yeah.
you mean he's like the best of the best almost?
I mean, yeah.
At least he tries. Like he's in that elite group.
He knows
you know?
what he's doing competitively.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and then there's this person that he taught, and he's a little kid, and he's pretty good dude, and he's in here, and so
Oh, man.
don't have faith. Still have faith. Don't give up. Like there's still like for what I said before, the meta is different compared to Oros, and with these tier changes and stuff, like it's gonna be interesting. Because there's a bunch of people that know what they're doing, and there's a bunch of people that are just doing it for fun. But I know for a fact for the people that are doing it for fun want to actually compete, and they know what's broken in this meta. So don't have
to do some more research.
It's not that bad, man. I think you'll be fine. I think everyone will be fine as long as they give effort to it. That's what I believe. Anyways, is there anyone that you're looking forward to facing the league? I noticed that you talked to Jarugo though. I've never seen him compete, and I've never seen you compete. But like, is there anything like have you ever faced him before?
No, I have not. It would be cool to play him. He was actually the one that invited me to the Discord in the first one, like the other Discord that we're in, and he's the one that invited all of us, right?
Yeah.
I think. And yeah, I was talking to him before the whole Discord thing even happened. And he's a pretty cool guy, so I've never played him, and it would be cool to play him. Yeah, see, like I said, I want to play everybody or as many people as I can, just to learn the play styles.
Because there were some people in this group that wanted to split these people up by divisions, but I really want to play everybody, so I decided to put everybody up against each other. So 15 weeks, against everybody, and I think it'd be really interesting to do. So that's really nice. Like, I haven't interviewed him yet, but hopefully I can interview and see what he says, because I think he's like in your situation, not knowing a lot of people here besides like me, you, and V-Rage.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know if he's okay with me saying this, but I also like know that he's from Florida too, so that's crazy. Like I was talking to him.
Oh yeah.
And he was telling me he's in Florida, and I was like, what?
He's Space Coast. I didn't even know that was a real thing.
I didn't either. I was like, what?
But hey,
I'm from Florida. I was like, wow, okay, I didn't know that.
I know. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to beat him, right?
I mean, I don't want to say I want to beat him, but I do want to do.
It's okay. You can throw shade. There's a lot of people throwing
I
shade.
want to beat everybody. If you want me to beat like the cocky dude that I am, I want to beat everybody. But I know there's people that I want to do at least decent against if I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't want to get 6-0'd.
Oh. Oh man, it's a horrible feeling. I've been 6-0'd before. It's not a good feeling. And that person that 6-0'd me is in this group, so I have to get revenge.
Oh, you got to get that redemption.
Yeah, I have to. So almost coming to a conclusion, where do you see yourself at the end of the season? What place and what will be your win-loss ratio? What, being realistic, where do you think you'll be placed?
And you said there's 15 rounds, right?
15 rounds, 16 people. So like your total score will be around 16.
All right, so I'm gonna say 9. just because it's not in the top or the lower four,
It's
and
on
I
the
know I'm
mid-range.
not going to be in the top five. So,
Okay.
and I'm going to say my ratio is going to be at like kind of cut right down the middle, to be honest with you.
Okay, so like half and half.
Yeah,
So like 8 and
like
8.
8 and 8, or
Okay.
7 and 8, 8 and 7, one or the other, whichever.
Okay, interesting. And for the final question, is there anything you would like to say to your fans, your viewers, or your rivals? Because they're gonna be watching this.
Shit. I don't know. I'm gonna try my hardest, guys. So be prepared to either beat my ass or get your ass beat.
But you're going down with the fight if you lose.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my hardest to at least take some mons with me.
All right, that's some good. All right, if you guys are new to this group, make sure you subscribe to see more announcements and EDC Elite Draft Championships on the channel. Make sure you check out Dark Saber's channel. His link will be in the channel description below, as well as the other coaches. Make sure you like the video to see more content, and don't forget to comment to this video to see if you would, say something to Savior. If you some feedback. Give him tips, root on him if you're going to root for him in the Tampa Bay Trevenants. Make sure you do that. Is there anything else would you like to say before we head on out?
Hey guys, just make sure you stay tuned, because anything can happen in this kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Again, thanks, Dark Savior, for coming on to this interview.
Yeah, no
fun.
problem.
It was really fun. A really good 21 minutes of interviewing.
Yeah, it's nice talking to new people,
Yeah, I know how you feel, man. It's really good. I love the feeling of talking to people. But without further ado, we're going to be heading on out and hope to see you guys later in the future. So peace out, guys.
Bye.